Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are going to be drawing Boo with a cute little ghost. It's getting close to Halloween, so I thought it'd be fun to do some Halloween art lessons. We are going to learn to draw Frankenstein. Have you ever been to the playlist? You can learn to draw a spider. And if you haven't seen all of the other marker drawings that we've done, then make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more of them. This is one of the most popular marker drawings. Don't forget to subscribe and go to the playlist that says markers. Okay, and here are the little drawings that we are going to be doing right now. So, Halloween's coming up, and these are some of the things that I thought I was sketching out that we could draw for Halloween. So I thought we would do Boo. So I am going to start out with a pencil today. And we are going to, remember, a lot of times I use my finger to kind of figure out where I want my objects. Like we're going to do a B and an O and an O, just so I can kind of figure out how big I want everything to be. So we're going to do a B, and then we're going to do an O, and another O. And that's where basically where we're starting. I'm going to go in and do the inside of the B. This O is going to be a ghost. So what I want to do is, this is the main face of the ghost. So we can go in and put eyes, big eyes. And I always put eyelids, so I'm going to put an eyelid. I'm going to give this ghost long eyelashes. I thought that would be fun, a little different. And then we're going to come bring the rest of the ghost down here. So I'm going to go down and around. We get to choose what it looks like. But I think I'll do something like that. I think I want the ghost to come all the way down to the bottom of the page. If I need to go back and use my eraser, it's okay. And this O, I want to make sure the O goes all the way out to the edge. Okay. So then on this ghost, I'm going to put a big smile on the ghost. And I'm going to put a hat. I didn't leave a lot of room for a hat, did I? So I'm just going to come around like that. And then we're going to pull the hat up and around, and then up and around. And since it's going to be sort of like a witch's hat, for some reason, all the witches' hats seem to have like a belt on it. So that's going to be a stripe, and then we're going to put a buckle. So before I start with the markers, I'm going to go in and erase some of these pencil lines. Clean up my pencil lines just a little. So it's going to be a small square, or a rectangle, and then another rectangle for the buckle, like that. And this doesn't look exactly the way I want it to, so let's see, how can I make it look more like a hat? Maybe it needs a point on it. Oh, maybe that's what it needs. We'll make a pointy hat. So we're going to pull it down and around and make sure there's a point on each side, and then you're going to see the back of it. You want to see the back of it so it looks like it's sitting down on the ghost's head. Like that. That's kind of fun. This looks great. This needs to be a little larger so it's a little more even. So I'm going to pull it out a little further and back in, and then now it looks more even. You get to decorate your bee any way you want to, But I think what I'm going to do is make mine have polka dots on it. So I'm going to put some round circles on it, like that. And then I'm going to go in and put like half circles so it looks like this circle goes around the edge. So it makes it look maybe a little more 3D. I don't know that it's 3D, but it'll help it a little to make it a little more 3D by doing that. Now I want the ghost to overlap the bee. So I'm going to erase that. So our ghost overlaps. I want that ghost to overlap the bee. Like that. I think I want to put in another dot here. That line doesn't need to be there. There's the bee. Here's a ghost. And so now we got to figure out what we're going to put here. There's lots. What else is round? There's candy that's round. How about a pumpkin is round? A pumpkin has like these ridges on it. And I think it should have a big smile, maybe some teeth. And maybe some eyes. And we'll put the stem on it just so it, and oh, you know what? Let's put leaves on it too while we're doing this. So the stem's going to come out, and then we're going to put in a leaf here, and let's put in a leaf there. And there is our, he needs eyeballs. Okay, I'm going to go in here and erase this. So it's a jack-o'-lantern, not just a, I put a face on him. So then he's not just a pumpkin, he's actually a jack-o'-lantern. And we're going to put eyes on him so he can be looking over here at this ghost. How about that? Ooh, and we went off the page there. Now what we're going to do is go in with our markers. And I have already chosen some of the markers that I want to use. I'm using a green, I'm using orange, and I'm using black. I think I'm going to go in with the green first. And I think I want the whole bee to be green. So I'm going to go in with the green. Well, I hope you're drawing with me. This is really fun. Get out your markers and draw with me. So what I'm doing first is going around all of these circles. And then I can go in and fill in. I'm using marker paper today, and these are alcohol markers. So I have decided to use green, orange, yellow, and black. But you know what? You can use any color that you want. This is just what I chose, and I also want to encourage you to maybe draw this more than once and try different colors. Maybe add purple next time or blue. Just remember that the more you experiment, the better you're going to get. The more that you draw, you will learn what colors go together for what seasons. Like this is Halloween. Look around at the stores and see what are the colors that represents Halloween. What are the colors that represents, all the other holidays. And that will help you pick out the best colors for your artwork. All right, while I have the green, I'm trying to figure out what else do I want green. I think I want, well, we're going to have these leaves are going to be green, right? So I'm going to go in and do my leaves. And I thought that the hat would be cute if it was not all one color. So I think I'm going to go in and make it a striped hat, and green is going to be one of the colors. Like that. All right, so I'm going to put the green up, do another color. So I have orange. I've started this hat. I think I'm going to go in and finish my hat. So for the hat, I've decided to make it a striped hat instead of just all one color black. I wanted to add more color to the overall drawing and do something a little different than what is traditional. So that's what I've decided to do. Now you can do your hat any way you want to. I'm going to make mine striped. This is, the little buckle's going to be yellow. You know what? And his eyes are going to be yellow because he's a jack-o'-lantern. So he's glowing. Alright, I think I'm going to do these yellow and orange. So I'm going to go on, since I have the yellow, do some of them yellow and then go back with orange. And we're going to do this color scheme. I've got this color scheme going. So now what I want to do, since I'm already using orange, I decided to go on and start coloring our jack-o'-lantern orange. I may use two different types of orange. I'm not really sure. Oh, I think that might be a good idea. So I think what I'm going to do is come up with two different types of orange, a light orange and a dark orange. Ooh, this is a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. Kind of might make the pumpkin striped. And as you can see, I'm kind of working all around my picture. The next thing I'm doing is I'm just going to start outlining the bee, and I'll probably with black, and I probably will start outlining other parts of the drawing. I thought since we're using green, I would make green eyes for our ghost. And I'm going to start making some details with the black marker. I'm going to make a big old smile on him. Look, isn't he cute? I thought it'd be a big old smile. And part of the stripes, you know, we are using black, so part of the stripes of the hat are going to be black. We're going to do the orange, green, and black. I'm going to start making some details with the black marker. So I really thought that the oranges were going to be either too close together or that the lighter orange was going to be really too light. But you know what? Look at this. Once I went in and added the black outlines, it really defined the colors, and I think it turned out so much better than I thought it was going to. And feel free to move your paper around, to turn your paper around. I say this all the time because I think sometimes it's just so much easier to draw or trace or do whatever we're doing if we turn the paper around. So once we have the base color down on the hat or the ghost, what we want to do is we want to add a little bit of depth. And in order to do that, we can take a darker color like a darker orange. That's what I'm going to use for the hat. Or a gray, which I'm going to use for the ghost. And we're going to add that to give it a little more depth and expression. So then the colors aren't completely flat. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a gray marker, and since the ghost is white, I am going to add this gray as a shadow around our little ghost. I think that will, because if you leave him just white, sometimes it needs a little something else. We are going to use these darker colors or gray as shadows and to give everything a little depth. So as you can see, I've decided not to use gray. I'm using a darker green on Boo to make it look a little more three-dimensional. I'm also going to add a little bit of the dark green underneath the polka dots so they kind of look like they're more three-dimensional or they have some sort of depth. I hope you have a boo of a Halloween and just another way to express yourself. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed drawing with me and creating this little ghost that's all part of the word boo. And I can't wait to see you in the next video.